The gods will only help those who dare to act. Ever since I was a little six-digit player, starting out being very good at aiming and having my pitfalls in streaming, I've had one main goal: get on the world stage for the 5-digit World Cup. And now you may be thinking, oh, that's lame, you're going to be a D-ranker. But to me, this has been everything. And this video series, I really want to make it my authentic journey to reach this goal. 30 days, 3-0. That's the amount of time I have left before tryouts for 5WC. And that's really scary. But I think I can do it. I just have to put my mind to it. However, this week was not very good for me specifically because I actually got sick. On Friday night, I was feeling very sick, and yeah, I had a speech tournament the day after on Saturday, and I could not attend. So it was honestly kind of unfortunate that I wasn't very sick, but like, it is what it is. And because of that sickness, I ended up not being able to participate at my fullest this week in scrims. So the match was not very good this week. It was a 7-star pool. It was really difficult. They did a great job pulling it, by the way, but it was just really hard, and I didn't need to be sick at that time. If I wasn't sick, I'm sure I would do much better. I'm sure I wouldn't drop a 180k average, which is honestly abysmal, which is really bad for me because if I want to make C-Team, I need to get at least 220 to 250k on that. And just being sick and not being able to play at my fullest and low rolling Nomad 1 to 400k and just every map not being one that I can fully play, and then kind of ego picking free mod 3 and not being able to perform because of how nervous I was, it really wasn't a good week for me in the scrim wise, which is unfortunate. I being sick, me trying to throw up every map. I don't know what my body was planning on doing. I don't know what it wanted to do. But it really sucked. It really did suck, unfortunately. There's two things that I improved this week, and one of them will be, for sure, my 5 USC tryouts pool, which was a 6.7-star pool made by Zab, and it was really difficult, right? It had maps like Forza in it, which is a 6.7-star, kind of more awkward aim, Nomad 1, and it had some very, very difficult, like Easy 1, the Nomad 2 is extremely difficult, etc. There's a lot of hard maps in there, and even from our 6.6-star pool, there was a Nomad 3 in there, and even like a 6.7-star Nomad 4, and I played through the pool again, and I was actually able to surprisingly get like really good scores on all the maps, beating out my average from last year by almost 100k. Which is really good, and that's all sight read, so I didn't have a good score on Easy 1, which if I practiced, I definitely could have gotten a better score on. And that's something that I'm pretty happy with, and it is something that I did improve on. Next, I for sure improved on my aim this week. Specifically, I had a couple times where I kind of played some aim maps with the Kano, and I was able to really lock in because he made me play these really high skill cap aim maps. And the thing about me, right, is that I've been playing like 7-star like aim maps that I know I can FC with Hard Rock, right? And that's kind of been my skill push. But I realized when talking to him is that that's not skill push, that's just something you can FC. Why aren't you playing actual skill push maps? And so I actually locked in and started playing these skill push maps like Dorchaas and like and Carlito. And actually, speaking of Carlito, I got this score, which is an 8 miss on Carlito, 1k combo, pretty lit. I'll probably drop a little clip right here of the play. Everybody wanna go. Carlita fiesta. Me, wanna, you wanna, everybody wanna go, go, go. that's kind of what happened this week, where I was able to improve that. Tapping wise, didn't really have the best week. I definitely was able to have a couple times where I was able to tap pretty high BPM for little bursts of short time. But the issue with me is I wasn't able to take that then and apply it to the lower BPM maps, which is unfortunate, but it happens. So I think this week it's very important to lock in on aim and tapping even further and get those really high. And I think it's also good to work on some of these more difficult reading maps to definitely lock those in. And I think going back to old pools like the 5WC pools and playing them a lot and trying to improve those scores is important. And I think another thing that I definitely have to work on is DT. And one of the reasons why I wasn't working on DT is that I thought I didn't have enough time on my plate to juggle that many things, right? Because I've been juggling alt, tech, reading, aim, and tapping. But it's really important for me to build up that DT skill cap because I realized that like I need it. I really do need it if I want to be at that level, and that's like kind of important, right? If I'm trying to get onto the 5WCC team. I think trying to remove some of the self doubt is one of the biggest mental goals that I have currently. It's so difficult for me to look at myself as a player and picture myself on C team, and I think I need to stop with that and try to picture myself on C team more. Because I won't be able to get on C team if I can't picture myself on C team. And look, there's better aim players than me on the USA in USA. There's better reading players. There's better tapping players. There's better every type of player, right? But I think the thing that I bring is that I will be able to do these and I will be able to bring the improvement. And I think that I will be able to become the best of the best in our state, in our country, in our state next year. I will put in the work, and I think this year being on C team is going to really help me play through those pools and really understand myself as a player. Okay, I kind of voice overed this time, and I hope you guys liked it a little bit more than last time. I think that it's very difficult for me to play and to speak what I'm thinking, and I think this is just a little bit easier for me. So I'm very, very happy to say that I kind of worked hard this week. I had a bunch of sessions, and I definitely put in the work. But being sick and not having a good performance on the 7-star pool definitely like doesn't do too many good things for me. And knowing that my tryouts pool is going to be 7.2 or 7.4, and they will have to see that that I'm not the best at these, and I can only play them at lower SRs. I think I really have to lock in and be able to play these maps at a level that will get me on the 5WCC team roster. And I think I'll go more in depth on that hopefully next week, where I can kind of spend a little bit more time making this video. All right, thank you.